All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Portland, Oregon, it's the Grando Show. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it this far in life in general. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a gold star. Slap your ass and call yourself a bitch, because you know what? You done did it. You got here. The only question is, where do we go from here? That's how I'm gonna do it now. That's how I'm gonna start the show. I mean, it's a little extreme, but I'm feeling a little extreme these days. Listen. Uh, First of all, I need to start the show right. I need to say, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's safe, and I hope everybody's ready to, you know, get over this fucking pandemic. And I know there's a lot of places that are a lot better off than others, and we still need to keep those places in mind. Um, yeah, and I just want to make sure that people just try to acknowledge that, because everybody's going through different things right now, and so people just need to keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. Not everybody's doing as well as they're perceived. All right, but I tell you what, I got a really good show for y'all today. I got a really good show, and I think I'm gonna start pumping them out. It's kind of been a real roller coaster to get to this show that I'm doing now, but lo and behold, here we are, and I I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm really looking forward to putting out some good content. To you know, there's a few more goals with this that I take a break from all their fucking bullshit in their lives and just kind of fucking, you know, um, just kind of let loose and just be like, you know what, this is a fucking no judgment zone, and you're free to to join in this conversation and add your 2 cents, and you shouldn't be afraid to speak your mind, no matter you know how stupid it might sound to you. It's something that you know people need to express, and people need to be like, you know what, I feel like I need to talk about this, and we should be talking about this. And I understand that in some circles it's not easy, and so that's but that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're not gonna talk about family shit, in front of strangers, and vice versa. They're not gonna talk about friendly shit in front of like instead of in front of their significant others. So I got a nice West Coast IPA on deck. Um, it is summer, and there's like a lot of breweries are pumping out some exclusive deals right now, and it's tasting really lovely. And so yeah, that I'm really I'm wanting to be the relief for some people. In other words, I want there to be some relief when you watch the show and just be like, oh my god, he's right. So cheers, salute everybody. I know I kind of went on a weird kind of tangent there, but But hey, that's it's something that's it's that I wanted to just make clear that I do intend to do more shows. Okay. And like I said, I got a really good one for y'all today. To get back on my hospitality, um, explanations that I've been talking about. I've been talking about Latino hospitality in the past few shows, and I just wanted to add another interesting fun fact about hospitality. So when I spent a lot of time with my aunt and uncle, and the rule was when I used to, because I spent extended amounts of time living at my aunt and uncle's house, and the rule was that if I wasn't living there, that I could go to their house and I could drink all their beer. And that was the rule. As long as I didn't live there, I could go there, drink all my uncle's beer, and it'd be fine. Matter of fact, it would be, you know, and he was. But here's the thing, right? He was a white guy. He was a white guy, but he was Latino by association because he married my aunt. So, but see, that's the thing, though. I mean, that's a joke. Okay, that's a joke. But I feel like some people are gonna be like, "Well," but if you knew him, then he would laugh at it because it wasn't. It's just people are so sensitive now. You know, it's just it's a joke. I mean, he's a white guy, but it doesn't mean. All I'm saying is that hospitality should be universal. I mean, and I think a lot of people are. It's not that they are missing it. It's just maybe they aren't brought up that way. To where you have to, look out where you should look out for family and friends and things like that. And I think that's what we're seeing now because of the lack of empathy, that I see, then I hear. But hey, it's I don't want to get into a negative vibe. That's the one thing that I hope that I always steer clear of when I'm doing my show is just try and stay positive and try not to get sucked into the negative fucking juju that is like just around the corner, one click away, So yeah, hospitality, don't forget it. Uh, so have you ever guys ever like okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Let's just say you guys are getting together with some friends and family, and you guys got a fucking spread. You know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna eat good. You got, you know, uh, quarter chickens. You got fucking baby carrots. Green beans, mashed potatoes. You got fucking, we got cheese plates and fucking shrimp cocktails flowing. You got mimosas. Like, you're gonna fucking eat. And what I like to do is, I like to use the restroom before I sit down because I know I'm going to be sitting down for a while. And I don't want to be moving, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's people now that do that. They're like, well, I'm going to be sitting down for a while. I better use the restroom now. It's almost like maybe going on a flight or something. So that's how I felt when I was watching the Euro Championship. I mean, it's just something that I'm sure a lot of people watched. I mean, I fucking did, and I'm a soccer fan, and so I watched it, and I mean, I talked about the the other the other cup that's happening in Southern America, South America, and so yeah, I'm always following the game here and there, and of course it was a championship game, so of course I'm gonna watch it. Now, like I said, like it was almost like a meal for me, and like I thought about it like that. Like I was like, when England scored right away, like in the third minute, I was like, there's too much time left. I was like, there's way too much time left. I was like, and the thing about Italy was, I don't think anybody gave them a chance because they're playing in Wembley, and they were out. Their fans are outnumbered at least 3-1. I'm sure that there's a lot of Italian soccer fans that that didn't get tickets because they're just not gonna allow it or whatever. But yeah, I thought when England scored right away, it was there was just way too much time left, and I knew that Italy was playing really well, and I thought that they were gonna come back, and I wasn't sure if they're gonna win or not, but I knew that it wasn't gonna be 1-0. I knew that the outcome wasn't gonna be 1-0. That being said, is I thought that was, if I could just backtrack a little bit, I thought the Denmark game between Denmark and England was the better game. Now, here's the thing, right? I don't have, I have basic cable, right? I don't have paid channels, but what I do have is Spanish channels. I get a couple of Spanish channels on the basic, and they televise more, soccer games than the other the other channels that I get. So I caught most of the games on the Spanish speaking channels, and you should have heard the Denmark England game in Spanish. I swear I was tired just listening to these guys, but that's how good the game was. Like the guy was fucking running out of breath, and it was like such a badass game, and I thought that was a bullshit call that Raheem Sterling got, but he got it anyways. I know you shouldn't like shoulda coulda woulda, and shit like that, but just I just wanted to say that was a bullshit call, but Sterling got it anyways, and England ended up winning, which honestly I don't know. I just thought that was the best game of that whole thing, was the Denmark England game. But at the same time, I didn't catch all the games, you know. But that was one of the ones that I did catch, and everybody knows England. Everybody knows the players from England, and I've never seen Denmark. I don't know anybody from Denmark, but they're fucking playing their asses off, and I thought their game plan was fucking awesome, and the football that they were playing, their one touch was really, really, really cool to see, and I don't know. I thought they played their ass off, and I thought they got away from the game plan late, but I think they were just tired, and they just couldn't find the equalizer. Anyways, but that was a great game. Shout out Denmark. I thought they played their asses off. I mean, it just wasn't enough, and Italy won, and I just thought it was really funny how England still made it about them. And I was like, what is happening? And I was just like, I know I had a couple, comments about it. I thought it was funny that Sterling didn't get a shot, and but that's been a couple weeks now since that's happened, and there's been commentary, to they've dissected the shit out of it, and everybody's kind of saying the same thing. And the only thing that I would say that really bothered me was when England got their silver medals. I mean, besides the stupid, comments toward the racist player, or towards colored players, but the guys that were taking the guys who went up to get their second place medal, their silver medal, they were taking it off, like they weren't even like accepting it. And I was like, man, and something that I didn't hear about was why, like I thought that was totally disrespectful to the league and to players who will never get a chance to be in that position. And I thought it was beyond disrespectful, because you have to understand that there's a million players and a million people who, are who want that shot, who will never get it because of certain circumstances. But I thought those players who didn't accept that silver fucking medal, they disrespected the game, they disrespected the country. And if it was up to me, I would never let him on the field again. I would never let him play for England again. Never. I thought it was like, it was so the most disrespectful thing to me, because they didn't disrespect the they didn't just disrespect the game. They disrespected the hundreds of other players who didn't get a chance to play in that game. Who would have given their fucking teeth to play in that game. Anyways, just a little bit of, but you know what? Sooner or later you find out people's character, and a little bit of fucking, a little bit of sportsmanship would have gone a long way right there, because yeah, they were hurting, but who wasn't from England was hurting that day. It's like, like I said, I don't think anybody gave England a shot to win that game. Even when they won, it still wasn't about how they won. It was about how England lost. And I thought that was so fucking, that was such a fucking punch in the dick. But that's how the ball bounces. You know what I'm saying? That's how the ball bounces. And you catch a break here, you catch a break there. And yeah, there's like people, sending shout outs to the three fucking guys who were, were getting like, you can see it on Twitter, you can see it on Instagram, like they were giving like special shout outs, England, thanks for the ride and blah blah blah. And I was like, great, good for you guys. You guys are doing what you're supposed to do. And I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it way too much. And obviously it's like, there's, it's a funny thing about the past. It's like there's a lot of it and you can't change any of it. It's gonna eventually, it's gonna just be water under the bridge, and people are still gonna fucking try and dissect it, but it's gone. I mean, people are gonna forget about it eventually, but some things will stand out and some things won't. But I did want to talk about that though. This is like, the past week I've just been really busy at work, and so I haven't had energy to do anything. And I mean, like literally, like I was so sore from work, it took me like 2 days to recoup. So I just been watching TV. But there's been some good TV on. Just to stay with the sports, I got a comment on the Dallas Cowboys getting into the Hard Knocks tour, Hard Knocks show. I mean, I don't care. The only thing was I thought Jacksonville was a better story, but maybe Urban Meyer is smarter than we thought he was, because he turned it down, because that's the fucking draw, that's the fucking story. Come on, fucking. That everything's there. Fucking All-American quarterback, first rounder, first pick. Urban motherfucking Meyer, never lost in never lost a game in my fucking head. I don't think he's been anywhere and lost. I mean, as far as coaching football, so it's a, I thought it's a better story than the Cowboys, but I mean, like I said, I don't care. I mean, I don't know why Dallas is getting. I don't know why they're doing it anyways. Maybe probably because of the money, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Cowboys still have a shitty defense. The thing is, I guess that in that division, I don't think anybody's gonna run away with it, right? I mean, that division's terrible, Jesus. But right, so that they do have a puncher's chance to get out of that division at 7-9. Was like 7-10, right? 17 games this year. Eight and 9. Wild card, I don't know, or fucking win the division. I don't know. And I don't know if I commented on this before, but I always thought, I still thought that, like, why is everybody shitting on Tebow? And obviously it's not anybody's business who fucking Urban Meyer hires. I always thought that was funny why people are talking shit. It's Urban's team. It's his fucking roster. As far as I'm concerned, he can hire the fucking the guy working in the grocery store if he thinks he can contribute to his team. I know Tebow's been staying in shape. It is fucking Urban's fucking system. I'm sure he can contribute a lot. But people have since then gone off it. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Right. To stay on the TV stuff. I did. I did stream Sweet Tooth. I thought it was great. Definitely not what I expected. Um. It's definitely not what I expected. Um. It was one of those like that Korean movie, Space Sweeper. Definitely not what I expected, but it was fucking great. It's fucking great. I thought it was amazing. Um. Oh yeah. I just streamed In Treatment with the lady from Orange Is the New Black. I thought it was amazing too. I think they shot it during the pandemic, and I thought the work that they did was incredible. All the characters were really good, and it really made me think. Really made me think, and I'm glad I had a chance to stream that show. It's a lot of streaming. It's a lot of streaming. I'll tell you that much. But you got time. I said I had time, so I streamed the shit out of that, and then yeah, Black Sunday, Don Cheadle. What can I say about Don Cheadle? Um, Hold on. I have been a fan of Don Cheadle's since, I'll say, Devil in a Blue Dress, and then I thought that Miles character he could have did a spinoff with just that guy. And I think that character gets so overlooked because of Denzel, and I just thought it was amazing. He did amazing work there. Traffic, obviously, another one of those movies that are very emotionally uh, involving and very not an easy story to tell by any means. And I just think that I've always been a fan of his, and I mean he's got a list, and but I've always been a huge fan of his. Um, he's one of those people that if I ever met, I would totally fanboy out and just be like, I would totally fanboy out if I ever met Don Cheadle, and but he I think he's like he's still a very much of a underdog and not really a leading man, but a leading man, you know, and he I think he's finally getting recognized, and I just saw the premiere for the new Wonder Years, and I was totally floored, and I found out I think Don Cheadle's doing the voiceovers for that, and I just I couldn't. I wish I could like slap him high five. Ah, no shit. I was be like, yeah, because like that that show is such an iconic show, and um it's gonna be very nostalgic for a lot of people, and there's a whole generation of people who haven't seen it, and I kind of feel bad for them because they don't know who's Winnie Cooper is, or even her brother who died, and it's a great it was great when I found that out, and I hope they do it justice. I hope they do that show justice. That's all I'm saying. But I know if Don Cheadle's a part of it, and I think they're gonna be just fine. So, well, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're chugging right along. So this is something near and dear to me. Like I said, I watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of TVs. Oh, I did catch Don Cheadle real quick in the new one he came out with Benicio, and it was great. I thought it was good. Uh, yeah. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to you know what I caught just today was the two Jakes. I'm not sure if I've seen it before. I've definitely seen Chinatown, and just the cast alone, is freaking amazing, and I can't, the style of the filmmaking, and I mean not just the style, but the camera work, and the light. It's just it's a forgotten movie that I don't think that that genre is just almost like a dinosaur. It's almost like a ghost now, because nobody's making movies like that. Except this one, this one with John Cheadle and Tortoro. It was what was the name of it? Ah, fuck. I want to Google it for you guys real quick. It just came out on HBO Max. Mm, uh, no sudden move. No sudden move. No sudden move. Really good. I thought it was pretty like it's like a throwback, kind of New York, definitely, you know, well, it's a period piece, but it's like one of those old gangster flicks, which is what I love. Salud, Don Cheadle. All right, so we're getting right into it. We are chugging right along. Um, I should have did more homework on this one, but we'll just get right into it. So it was the Seinfeld anniversary of the when the show came out, which was like last month. It was like the 25 or 35. I'll tell you right now. I just need to learn how to spell. Right, it was right, July 2nd was the 33rd anniversary. 34th anniversary. Right, that was in July 2nd. June 14th. Right, June 14th. Yeah. Okay. So 34 years is when the first episode of Seinfeld came out. And great show. I love it. Uh I always catch a couple episodes of Seinfeld when I get home from work. It's always on some channel, late night. Um it's great. And so just getting back onto my TV uh theme. My top 5 list, ladies and gentlemen, my top 5 favorite Seinfeld episodes. This is the list that's, um, something that, I, it's always up. Like, me and my friends won't always talk about Seinfeld, but it'll come up, you know, not every week, but it'll come up, you know. And so, like I said, this is definitely a list that I've been wanting to do, and it's really hard. It's really hard to break down my favorite 5 episodes because there's so many good ones. But like I said, I had to break it down to only 5 episodes because I don't want to get boring. But this 5 is a solid 5 episodes. I understand that it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but this is my show, and like I said, I don't have any. There's no scientific reasoning behind this. I didn't conduct any polls. I don't have a degree. I'm not a doctor. All right, here we go. Top 5 Seinfeld episodes, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5. My number 5 is the episode where, see, I should have numbers and season numbers next to this, but I don't. I could probably Google them, but well, let's see. I think it's just gonna take too long. Okay, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get into it because there's too many. Okay, here we go. Top 5 favorite Seinfeld episodes. Number 5. My number 5 is the episode where Kramer gets a heart attack. So, Kramer is always like hyped up on sugar or something. And in one episode, he actually has a heart attack in Jerry's place. And Jerry's like talking on the phone and doesn't see him. But if you ever see it, I caught that episode like a few months ago, and I nearly shit my pants laughing. It is that good because Kramer does the physical stuff, and like he just starts going into convulsions, and like it's Jerry has no idea what's happening because he's on the phone, like, you know, and it's going on behind him, and he has no idea. Anyways, it's fucking hilarious. Number four is when Seinfeld gets in that race with the guy, and like there's like a car backfire or something, and then so Seinfeld ends up winning the race. But they show it in like slow motion. It's like a huge deal. I can't. It's fucking. It's great. Number three. I mean, just saying that's number four. Okay. My number three is the parking garage episode. It's the episode where Kramer forgets where he parked his car, and the whole episode, they're in the parking garage and they're looking for the car, and fucking Jerry gets busted pissing, and they get busted. And that was the genius though. That's the fucking genius of that show. Like that whole episode, they're just in a parking garage and they're looking for a car. And if you can't appreciate that, uh, I mean, there's something wrong with you. You know, what I'm saying seriously, there's something really wrong with you if you can't appreciate that humor. Anyways, amazing. Number two. Oh yeah, okay. This is the one where Elaine, Jerry starts dating the girl from the Lois Lane girl from or the Lois Lane girl from Superman, and then she's in the other one with the Orange County Housewives, not the reality show, the other one with the oh my god. All right, here we go. Right. Oh, Terry Hatcher. Terry Hatcher. And so Elaine Elaine goes to a steam room to look at her breasts because everybody thinks they're fake, and then she ends up running into her boobs. But I don't know. It was great. It's a fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's Terry Hatcher's great. She's smoking hot on the show. Great. And Elaine's a part of a lot of really good episodes too. And I don't think she gets credit for what she does on the show, but her character is so good, and oh my god, it's just, there's just so many. It was hard to pick. It was hard to pick. Okay. But my number one, it's got to be the Chinese restaurant waiting room. It's when the whole episode, they are in a Chinese restaurant and they're in the waiting room and they're waiting for a table. And then they're waiting the whole episode. They're waiting for a table, and then they get pissed because they're hungry, so they split. And I just can't. I mean, it's so simple, but you know, there's so much like realness in that, and just like comedy, you know, and I just don't. I don't know if anybody can get away with doing things like that. I mean, it's basically a show about nothing, nothing, and they got away with it. Um, Never again. I mean, just what they got away with on that show. I don't know if you can get away with it now. Maybe on cable. So there it is. Another top five list in the books. But yeah, this is gonna be a short episode, but I think it's one of my better ones. But yeah, listen, folks, I'm still gonna try and pump them out, and they're gonna come. Trust it. I'm still not gonna give up on having guests. Just first things first. I need to take care of myself, and hopefully everything will fall into line. Real quick before I take off, I just want to give a special shout out to Val Kilmer. I know his documentary is about to come out, but I just caught The Doors with Val Kilmer, and I still, it's still hard for me to, it's still hard for me to understand or wrap my head around what a huge star, um, Jim Morrison was, and how big the Doors were, because they were big before the '70s. I mean, they were a band pushing every boundary in every direction and just unapologetic, and just to be a part of that is like incredible. And Jim Morris, I mean, Val Kilmer, I mean, that role isn't the easiest role to accept or even try to portray Jim Morrison, because Jim Morrison, like, he's fucking the Lizard King. I mean, he's Mr. Mojo Rising. He's like, it is an icon to play, and I think Val Kilmer killed that role. And Val Kilmer's another one of those guys, real like unsung hero, real anti-hero, anti-leading man, but it's just incredible, incredible, absolute lion. But yeah, if you haven't seen The Doors with Val Kilmer, I recommend you check it out. If you don't know who the Doors are, slap yourself in the face. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good. One love, y'all. One love.